Shalom, Akim, Shalom, Shalom. Slaki. Shalom, Akim. Alright, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, coming with another lesson. Alright, quick in transit, man. Heading to the crib, you know what I'm saying, leaving the destination. Had to drop some relatives at the airport and whatnot. But Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect, alright? Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruchah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, is laboring in the word, and is pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands, guiding their children. Alright, shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes, Slaki. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel that's been scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Alright, I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Barak Thumb. And, yeah, man, you know, and Salakia, I hope I'm not coming down with nothing, but, just gotta clear my throat out a bit. But yeah, I was listening to the brothers out of Chicago, you know what I'm saying, headed by, camp leader, Elder Malcolm, and, you know what I'm saying, just, I decided to use this thumbnail that he put on his video. You know what I'm saying? All right. And as you can see, it reads, "It has to suck being a Trump supporter. You have to pretend your life is getting better as it gets worse, and you have to defend PDF files." All right. And it's such a pathetic, you know what I'm saying, and pitiful case that these jokers are in. All right, it's a very pitiful thing seeing these jokers having to pretend that they're doing right. They're doing well, that they're doing all right. You know what I'm saying? They gotta pretend this thing. They gotta act as if everything's all right, as if they don't see, okay, as if they don't see your boy Nero, Trump, doing what he's doing, man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta pretend that shit, man. All right, they gotta pretend that. They gotta pretend like everything's cool. They gotta pretend like you know, they're not losing. They're not losing money. They're not losing businesses. They gotta pretend like their farm crops are just gonna magically pull itself together. You know what I'm saying? Right through the blood of JC. You know, they gotta pretend. They gotta continue to pretend like he's this closet Christian who has to pretend like he's for the deep state. You know what I'm saying? They gotta pretend like he has this 4D chess play that nobody understands except him, because he's the smartest in the room. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to pretend like this isn't the oligarchs and the elites that's using him as a straight up pawn. All right, and they got you believing it. You have to pretend that that's not happening, man. You know what I'm saying? And these jokers are infighting right now, man. They're infighting. As the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying? A nation or a kingdom that's divided against itself, that nation shall not stand, man. Okay? And they're divided. And they can't come together on anything except for when it's time to poke the finger at you jakes, man. Only when it's time to point the blame at you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, you know what I'm saying? As long as they can point it at a nigga, at a spick, at a tonto, You know what I'm saying? As long as they can do something like that, man. All right. Hey, you can do whatever you want to, man. You can. Now they got these tiny little bio weapons. You know what I'm saying? That's been placed inside boxes. I'm not gonna say what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. These platforms is getting real sensitive again. You know what I'm saying? But making you all kinds of allergic to meats and stuff like that, man. I was listening to Elder Yashawamba, and he was going into it, man. All right, he was going into it with his news and prophecy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just looking bad for y'all out here. It's looking terrible out here for y'all. Terrible for these Edomites, man. It's not a fun time to be an Edomite. It's just not. You see what I'm saying? You got these Edomites, man, young Edomites, this is their kingdom, and they're in the prime of their youth, having to live inside their cars, having to live inside of an RV, having to survive. You see what I'm saying? Clearly, this is the end of their kingdom. This is the end of their rulership, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're subject to this cruel Lord. All right? Isaiah chapter 19, verse 4. They're subject to this cruel Lord, man. And they got to pretend like everything's all right. You got to pretend like oh, he may be up and down those files, but that don't mean that he's a freak like the Dems. That don't mean that he's a freak like the Democrats. You see what I'm saying? They have to have something to blame. They have to have something to blame. They can't face themselves in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? They can't face the fact that they've fed into a lie. All right? And like I said, this is a pitiful case that they're in, man. And they about to lash the fuck out when we see what they doing with all these different, all right, these different Edomites that's calling you the N-word to your face, that's coming out here, you know what I'm saying, with the sticks, all right, threatening your life, all right, wanting you to chimp out on camera, you know what I'm saying? All of this is a what's the word? All this is pretty much a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? As all they know how to do. That's all they know how to do, is to resort to what they know. You see? This is what they really wanted this whole time. They wanted to bring you Jakes back into slavery. They wanted to bring you Jakes, you know what I'm saying, back into the fields. All right? Relax, bro. Relax. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm coming from New York, and everybody drives like a madman. So I'm used to I'm used to having to. You gotta drive like a madman just to make it, all right, down the interstate, man. You know what I'm saying? And so now, since I'm back in Pennsylvania, since I'm back in PA, you know what I'm saying? My mind is, I'm in PA, but my mind is still in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? But what was I saying? You know what I'm saying? You got these technocrats, okay, that's taking your land right in front of you, man. Taking your land. Taking your resources, sucking up and guzzling up all your water. All right? And you can't even do nothing about it, man. Like I said, I was listening to Elder Yashawamba's video, and he was going into the fact that, as it was reported by Jimmy Dore, this one individual was trying to organize a protest against these data centers. And they went and they sent a police officer over to his house. To his house. You see what I'm saying? All right, these Edomites, man, they losing everything. They're losing their constitution. They're losing their Bill of Rights. They're losing all these things that they said made America great. They're losing all of it. They're losing their croplands. Okay, you got rid of all the Israelites that was picking all the fruit and all the agriculture and all the and all the all the produce. And now since they're gone and they're out of the country, going into these ICE facilities and whatnot. Now what? All right, nobody wants to pick that pick that fruit. Nobody wants to pick the corn. Nobody wants to pick the grain. And all these billions of dollars of produce and whatnot is being lost. Like I got into the lesson a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? After 250 years, man. What do you Edomites have to show for all of it? You got nothing. You got nothing. Everything's being taken from you, and this is your lot. All right. The scriptures say that he should not find quietness in his belly, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not just it's not just these elites that's feeling it. You know what I'm saying? All right, because the big time is coming for them, man. But you low-level Edomites, y'all are feeling the squeeze, man. Y'all feeling the squeeze. And we finna have each and every last one of y'all in chains. Don't give a damn what a coon wanna say, man. Don't give a damn what one of these save master type niggas is trying to tell you, man. All right, we see what's going on with all these false prophets who all of a sudden have this soft spot for Esau. All of a sudden have a soft spot for the heathen. We see what's happening to them, man. The Lord's exposing their ass. The Lord's exposing their ass, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's only a matter of time before these Edomites start to lash out, because like I said, the true prophets are out here on the highways and hedges, and they're seeing us. They see us, so they know their time is coming. They know their time is up. All right? They can come against us all they want to, man. Like I was listening to Elder Apostle of Amla. You know what I'm saying? All they have left to debate is whether or not Mary was a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not she had sex with Joseph. Look at this. I'm looking at a billboard right now. Yo, I kid you not. Call a lawyer. How about Hashimi Hawashai, man? Call a lawyer. How about Hashimi Hawashai? I'm looking at a billboard right now. I just passed it. It said, got a tick bite? Call such and such and so and so. 1-800 such and such. Got a tick bite? Yo, this is it, man. This is the end of your kingdom. This is the end of your rulership. All right? Now y'all are stuck under this plague, okay, that the Lord is using these ultra-billionaires to place upon you. This nigga Billy Boy Gates of hell sending all these fucking ticks your way. Carried in boxes by the thousands. They chewing up your cattle. They chewing up your cattle. They eating you up. One bite, and all of a sudden you can't eat meat no more. This is it, man. This is it for your rulership. You're finished, bro. You're finished. Now Google is about to unleash hundreds of millions of these fucking mosquitoes your way. It's over for the Edomite, bro. It's over for the Edomite. And these are the times that our forefathers dreamed of seeing. From the prophets to the kings to to the believers of old, man. They long to see the things that we're seeing in these last days, man. That we are privy to see it, that we're able to see it through the Spirit, man. Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, we're able to see these things and witness them in real time. In real time. To see those who oppressed us be subjected to oppression. And the craziest part about it is that it's happening by their own. The Lord is using their own to do it. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no honor among thieves. This is a beautiful time to be alive, man, to see these things unfolding. A beautiful time, man. Barakatha Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? That's some crazy shit. I wish I could have took a picture of that, man. That would have been wonderful. You know what? I might go and look that billboard up online. You know what I'm saying? See if I can find that shit. But yeah, man. You know, just like touching up on what I brought out in my previous lesson, man. After all these years, 250 years, what do you got to show for it? You know what I'm saying? Now it's coming out that y'all are the most degenerate. Y'all are the most degenerate, man. After all the fingers that you done pointed at Jake, all the fingers you pointed at Jacob. You see what I'm saying? All the slander. As the scriptures say in Psalms the 50th chapter. All right? Thou slanderest thine own mother's son, man. You slander your own brother. Now what? The world is seeing you. The world is seeing how wicked you are, how disgusting you are, how deplorable, how degenerate you are. Huh? The world is seeing how much of a coward you all are. These jokers, you got this whole flag sitting here talking about don't tread on me. All right, these jokers are treading up and down your shit. They treading all over you, man. Over your rights, over your dignity. And so, you know, it is what it is, man. Now, you know, everybody knows what y'all do to pets, what y'all do to your animals. You know what I'm saying? How sexually deprived you are, man. You know what I'm saying? Your own women are turning on you and airing out your dirty laundry, man, letting the whole world know just how little self-esteem y'all have. And how you just can't get a nigga out your mind, man. You just can't get so-called black people, specifically black men, out of your mind, man. It's at the forefront of your your cerebral cortex, nigga. And that's just one tribe. That's just one tribe, man. This is a really pathetic and pitiful case that y'all are in. See what I'm saying? It's got to suck. It's got to suck, man. You know what I'm saying? Either you be a so-called Republican or a so-called Democrat. You see what I'm saying? You Edomites is losing every which way, because literally all you can think about to fix the problem is to vote some more. Huh? Yeah, let's go and vote some more. Let's lock it. Oh man, I'm glad to be back to PA, man. I'm glad to be back in PA. Well, I've been used to, I've only been in New York just a couple hours, man. I swear. You go and you try and get into the Lincoln Tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Go through all the turnpikes and whatnot, man. After just a couple hours of driving through that, it feels like you're driving through a war zone. After coming from PA, it feels like you're driving through a war zone, man. The anxiety was on 10. Anxiety was on 10, I tell you. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm ever going back to New York. I like living peaceful. Oh man. Call Allah Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, it's just a beautiful thing to see how all of this is playing out. You know what I'm saying? It's just a beautiful thing to see. To see the reproach of our enemies, man. All right. As the scriptures say, there be 9 things that I have counted to be happy. You know what I'm saying? And the greatest of them all is he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies, man. And we're looking at the fall of our enemies. You know what I'm saying? To hell with what you niggas got to talk about, man. Because there is nothing to talk about. There ain't nothing to talk about, man. Like the Elder Yashawamba said, man. All right? We can be out here on the street corners for you know what I'm saying, for years and years and years, but at a certain point, these prophecies have got to come off these pages, man. At a certain point, there's no more talking. The same way it was with the prophets of old, man. At a certain point, prophecy has got to manifest, and we're seeing it manifesting. You see what I'm saying? So be of good cheer, man. Be of good cheer, because we almost home, man. We almost home. Ain't nothing else left except a couple more prophecies. You know what I'm saying? Just a few more prophecies. We waiting for that mark of the beast. We're waiting for that MOTB. And for all you camp leaders out here to keep playing, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, time's running out for you. Time's running out for you, Jack. You running out of you running out of room. You running out of room. You see what I'm saying? You're running out of space to keep playing around saying that the mark of the beast is sin. The mark of the beast is an embargo. It's Christianity. It's sleeping with white women. It's the gun. It's this. It's that. Everything under the sun except what it actually is, and what the true prophets have been telling you all these years, man. You see what I'm saying? You false prophets are gonna have to pay for this, and you're gonna have to deal with your congregation, because some questions are not gonna stop. They're gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep asking more questions. They're gonna keep asking you, what about this? What is this? What do we do concerning that? You see what I'm saying? And y'all gonna be sweating bullets. Y'all gonna be sweating bullets. You see what I'm saying? Why do you think we go into this every June of each year, man? And we use Bishop Nathaniel's own words. We use your own words, bro. You said it's June, ain't no microchips, man. We in June, ain't no microchips, it's June. And now you look up, it's June 2026, and it's microchips everywhere. And now it's in the media. It's in the mainstream media now. You can't run from this. You can't hide from it. You see what I'm saying? You can't hide from it. So, yo, man, this and I just want to say this. You know what I'm saying? You know, leadership is not something that you can just toss around. You know what I'm saying? A pretty little title that you can say you got. No, man. Leadership comes with sacrifice. Leadership comes with setting an example. Leadership does not come based upon how pretty your garment looks, how pretty your outward appearance is. Leadership comes by what is within. You see what I'm saying? What's within you. And you gotta suffer. You gotta suffer. All right, you gotta prove that you can suffer, that you can go through perseverance, that you can endure pain. See? This is why, you know what I'm saying? This is why such an emphasis is placed upon the men of the Lord, man. All right? This is why. Because we can't just use this great gift that we have willy-nilly. We can't just use this wonderful gift of prophecy, you know what I'm saying, for the purpose of lining our pockets. We can't use this calling that we have, all right, this spiritual power that we have, which is going into these scriptures and breaking them down, all right. We can't use that, all right, to our own personal gain. It's not ours to give. You see what I'm saying? As Yahushua said, freely you receive, freely give, man. We receive this freely. But you turn around and you're charging others in order to hear it. You see what I'm saying? This is why the Lord is going to, he's going to deal with the tents, with the tents of Jacob, man. Before he deals with all these other heathen, judgment has to hit the house of Israel first, man. All right? Because just as our leaders are supposed to set the example for us, we, the Israelites as a whole, are supposed to set an example for the rest of the world. You see? So each and every one of us have a responsibility. You see? Even if you're not called into this ministry to prophesy, you know what I'm saying, or to teach, even if that's not your lot, all right, even in your day-to-day life as a believer in the words of the Lord coming through his men, even as a believer, you gotta make an example, set an example in your daily life, in your daily living. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say that you're supposed to be a light unto the Gentiles, man. Be a light unto all these all these other heathen, man. All right, first and foremost, we are a light to the rest of these Israelites, both near and far. The Israelite foreigners, man. We're a light unto them. All right, and as a whole, which is going to be perfected in the reestablishing of the house of David, the tabernacle of David, we're going to set an example for the rest of the planet, for the rest of the world, man. All right, when we're in rulership, you see what I'm saying? When we have the capacity, all right, of rulership within each and every one of our lots. Okay, it's a beautiful thing that we're coming into, man. And as the Apostle Gabar says, as the elder Apostle Gabar says, all right, majority of you Jakes don't know what you're a part of, man. You don't know what you're a part of. That's why you got all these jokers who are speaking against the gospel, against the doctrine, all right, against the Hebrew Israelites, man. You look at Elder Manat Zakbar's page. You know what I'm saying? All these non-believers, okay, who gotta air out their grievances or air out, you know, their opinions. You see? You don't know what you're a part of, bro. And you're marking yourself when you do these things. When you turn on that camera, you marked yourself. You see? So yeah, man, we coming into some wonderful times, man. Buckle up, because the prophecies is kicking into high gear, man, and it's about to get hot and heavy real soon. All right, so I'm gonna cut that there, man. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Wachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.